And speaking of growing tensions, China is building pressure on Taiwan again. Next week, Taiwan's new president will take oath. That's Lai Ching-te. He won the election in January. He's pro-independence, which translates to anti-China for Beijing. The West supports him. The US is sending a delegation to Taipei for the oath-taking ceremony, and China is making its presence felt in other ways. They've escalated their military campaign. Chinese jets are buzzing the skies again, and in recent days, more Chinese warships have been spotted near Taiwan. Our next report tells you more.
Taiwan's new president will take oath on Monday. Lai Ching-te is not a political outsider. For the last 4 years, as Taiwan's vice president, he has witnessed firsthand how China has intensified its pressure campaign against Taiwan. Lai's job isn't getting easier anytime soon. Ahead of his inauguration, China is ramping up the pressure. In recent days, dozens of Chinese vessels and jets have made their presence known near Taiwan. Yesterday alone, Taipei detected some 45 Chinese aircraft flying over its skies. There were Chinese ships in the waters too. At least 6 Chinese vessels from the Chinese Navy were in the island's vicinity. Taipei was expecting a surge in Chinese activity ahead of the inauguration. When Lai's victory was announced to the world in January, Beijing didn't waste any time in letting its displeasure be known. China labeled the president-elect a dangerous separatist. Lai has made offers to engage with Beijing, but the Chinese government has rejected them. Instead, it has resorted to building pressure militarily. Experts believe this is likely to continue.
Beijing generally dislike Lai Ching-te, and so there's reason to think that Beijing will be more likely to use pressure tactics, be it military brinkmanship, be it more gray zone security maneuvers, or other censures in general towards Lai Ching-te.
So Lai is set to face a more angry China. How will he counter this? Like his predecessor, Lai can still bank on support from the United States. The White House will be sending an unofficial delegation for the inauguration. It won't have any serving members from the government. Washington is likely to stick to the same long-standing practice and send a delegation of 2 former senior officials and a scholar. There is an assurance of military support as well. Ahead of the inauguration, American lawmakers managed to clear a new military aid package worth $8 billion. Lai had welcomed the announcement and used the opportunity to send a signal to China.
This act will not only strengthen the deterrence against authoritarianism in the West Pacific ally chain, it will also help ensure peace and stability across the Taiwan Strait.
But Lai's position still remains precarious, especially at home. His party, the DPP, has lost its majority in parliament. The president-elect has promised to rapidly modernize Taiwan's military by spending more on big-ticket items like submarines. But these plans could get derailed in parliament if Lai fails to secure the numbers he needs. China is probably aware of Lai's vulnerabilities too. Given its aggressive tactics, expect Beijing to continue challenging Lai. Firstpost reports from the world's second-largest continent. Hello, I'm Alison LaGrange. A very warm welcome from Durban, South Africa. We get you the news and the newsmakers from Africa. South Africa goes to the polls on the 29th of May. I will track the election and bring you ground reports. Is it the end of the road for the African National Congress? And will former President Jacob Zuma stage a dramatic comeback? From elections to climate change to innovations and opportunities. As the world's attention shifts, we report from Africa the heart of the Global South. Join me every weekday live on Firstpost.